Morning, everyone. This is the first of our four-part micro blitz update on Summit 53. It has been, I think, at least 90 days since our last product update and demo series. There has been a lot that's progressed and happened over that time. So as part of that, for the first part of today's session, we will be circling back to and revisiting our diagnostic layer of Summit 53, which is essentially our opportunity scoring, contact freshness, and extracting MEDDPICC, BANT, and spiced scores from opportunities. The difference here is that rather than showing you the traditional extraction from meeting notes or from our voice-to-text service, for this demo, I thought would touch on that meeting note and opportunity scoring extraction via our integration with Salesforce. So our Salesforce integration is a two-way sync. So through that integration, we will ingest opportunities, accounts, contacts, but also opportunity notes from Salesforce, score those opportunities in real time with our framework service. And then the two-way part of that is sending those MEDDPICC and forecast confidence scores back into Salesforce for a complete two-way sync, closed loop in terms of opportunity scoring and forecast confidence. Hi everyone, so here we are in our demo environment here. So I have a Salesforce development instance. We have, I think it's 149 opportunities based on my count within our demo Salesforce environment here. So I'm just going to pop over now to Summit 53. And we'll demonstrate how simple it is to get those opportunities, accounts, contacts, meeting notes into Summit 53, score them in real time, and then complete the two-way sync of those MEDDPICC and framework forecast confidence scores back into Salesforce. So with that said, within our integrations view, and Salesforce, it's very simple to set up. So we simply generate a consumer ID, consumer secret within Salesforce. For the two-way sync to complete, we do need to define two custom fields, which is, I just pop over to our configuration here, the MEDDPICC field, API name, and our forecast confidence field. That is also quite straightforward. So popping over to our sync management view, now we'll preview the sync to our Salesforce instance here. And very shortly, we'll see that we have 86 accounts, 202 contacts, and as we saw before within Salesforce, 149 opportunities that will be synced. So I'm just going to go ahead and click sync now. That will take a few minutes to complete, so I'll just put myself on pause for a second, and we'll see you in a minute once that sync has completed. So here we are back in Summit 53. We can see that the sync has completed. 403 objects were imported, 2 were skipped. So the next step, now that we have imported our accounts, contacts, and opportunities, is to run a notes-only sync. So let me go ahead, and that was less than a minute to complete that note sync. So popping over now to our accounts view, just filtered by Digital Co, I think it was, that we were looking at in Salesforce. So there's our Digital Co account that we saw in Salesforce that had 2 opportunities, which was Digital Co Opportunity 1 and Opportunity 2. So let's try and find those just to validate the values there. Digital Co Opportunity 1 and 2 at 183,344 and 270,850. And indeed, those values line up there. So let's open Opportunity 1. We can see that we have 5 notes that have been synced from Salesforce there. You'll note also that as part of those note syncs that we have extracted the MEDDPICC, BANT, and spiced scores automatically from those meeting notes and generated an overall MEDDPICC score. So here we can see we have strong metrics, which include the 20% reduction in operational costs, but our decision criteria could be stronger, and we're missing an economic buyer and the paper process when it comes to procurement. Further, our forecast confidence for this opportunity is low at 20%. So the forecast confidence, again, as you can see based on this tooltip here, is based on the opportunity health across MEDDPICC band spliced, whether our contacts are fresh or not, and the overall machine learning win probability. So the deal playbook is essentially a guided what to do next at an opportunity level, also at pipeline level and an overall revenue level. So in this case, you can see that we do not have proper qualification for this opportunity. We're missing the economic buyer and we're missing the decision criteria as we saw previously. And we're also missing the champion and contact on this op as well. So we have a few risks, critical risks that we need to address, as well as the priorities for this opportunity, which include potentially qualifying out if we decide that the champions ghosted us or that we just can't engage with the economic buyer, for example, or we need to re-engage those stakeholders, as you can see as part of that. So here's a quick daily check. So rather than having to think about what I need to do next, it's all here for you as part of this deal playbook as well. Again, MEDDPICC is sitting currently at 71% health, Banter's at 100, I guess because it's more basic qualification criteria around budget, authority, I think it's need and timeline, which were all contained within our meeting notes. All right, so let's pop back over now to Salesforce and we'll quickly demonstrate the synchronization of that MEDDPICC score back into Salesforce. So it was Dataco Opportunity 1, I believe, wasn't it, that we were interested in. I'll pop over now to the details view. And we can see indeed here that we have synchronized our MEDDPICC score back into this opportunity in real time. It does indeed line up to the score that we saw within Summit 53 of 46.5%. And our overall forecast confidence, despite the win probability being 40% within Salesforce, the manual probability percentage, based upon the MEDDPICC scores lacking the paper process, the decision criteria, and the economic buyer, the actual MEDDPICC score and the forecast confidence score is probably more realistic for the stage that this opportunity is at. So this has just been a quick, I guess, progress update again around Summit 53's diagnostic layer, our two-way sync with Salesforce. Next week, in our follow-up demo, we'll circle back to some of the prescriptive and action-oriented layers, which will include our pipeline intelligence view. So looking at the overall aggregated pipeline health metrics, as well as our revenue intelligence module.